So Bitcoin is sitting at, I was just recording it without pressing the record. So that's why I'm laughing. It's sitting at $108,000 almost. It's 107.60. But consider it 108. There are no surprises whatsoever over there because we gave it 2 days to see can it stay at least 2 days above $100,000, and it did. We used the 2 days concept instead of 8 hours with it because Bitcoin is not at a stage where I can use 8 hours concept with it. The 8 hours concept with Bitcoin is not reliable at all based on its nature. It needs to be 2 days because Bitcoin wouldn't fake out for 2 days. It can sometimes, but generally 2 days are more than enough with Bitcoin to pick its direction. As we saw yesterday, because I didn't make videos day before yesterday, so it was after 2 days and I came back and I said, okay, it's above $100,000. That means we are going to start our journey towards 120 because if support holds, then you're going to travel towards your resistance. Now 108 is good. I think up to 110 is something we agreed on. We said that's the minimal delivery we would agree on. And all this stuff that we are doing is just because of the cup and handle that we had. For those of our forgotten brothers, we will do it again here. Just a second, okay? So we had a neckline of the cup at $68,000. Okay, and then this was the handle of this cup, and then we mentioned that based on this handle it can go up. Now up to 110 is good amount of delivery, but if we fully deliver on this cup, then it goes up to $120,000. Now will Bitcoin do a minimal delivery? Will it do a full delivery? That's a separate question, and there's no point of putting a resistance in between because it's a game of manipulation. With Bitcoin, institutions are involved, and going up and against institutions is never a good idea. All you can do is play the game from long-term perspective, because then you're playing like an institution and you're not jumping in for the day in, day out game. The only event that can happen right now that can have an impact on Bitcoin is the FOMC. If bad news comes out of it, then of course it will have an impact on Bitcoin in short term, and that is on Wednesday, today is Monday, so that's on 18th of December. That can have an impact on Bitcoin. Other than that, in short term, I don't see any form of impact on Bitcoin whatsoever, any bad news that is waiting around for Bitcoin. That's pretty much it. As long as it continues to hold $100,000, I would expect it to hit a minimum of 110. That's our minimum, but of course we are aiming for 120. But if we talk about it from long-term perspective, of course I'm going to make a separate video on it after FOMC. This deliverance of 120, if we achieve it, that's going to pretty much confirm it to me that we don't have a bull run next year, and that will raise a lot of questions. Now we can play this game from two perspectives. One we can do is we do 110 now, and then we do a bit of drama for next 3-4 months, and then we do a delivery of 120, and then of course until December next year we just continue to crash and we end up on 50k over there. That's one way of doing it. This is something we have done in 2019. This concept worked over there, but the general methodology is that it just looks good in January, and then afterwards the overall shit show starts. But it depends, are we going to hit 120 or not, because 120 is kind of a confirmation. I wouldn't need any form of more confirmations afterward, because even $100,000 was a stretch, but it creates ambiguity in the market, considering now we have financial institutions in the game. But 120 is kind of a confirmation, even on the basis of pattern. It's a full deliverance on pattern. After that, what can it do is going to be a very questionable thing. But I'll make a long ass video about it separately. I wouldn't cover it in today's perspective. Right now things are green, things are positive, they are working as we thought. It held on to 100,000. We expect it to go up from there. It is going up there. So it's all good. And of course we are going to again use the same concept. And as I removed 95K as a support, that thing stays removed, and 100K is a support. If you're looking for anything closer than 100,000, if 100,000 is a bit too far for you, and you want to use another support, you can use 102. It's a mini support. I'm just offering it to those who think that okay, 100 is too much far for them. Then you can use 102. Losing 102 and losing 100K is kind of the same thing. So if you want to look for an early indication, then you can rely on 102. The moment it loses $102,000, you should assume 100,000 is going to go away as well. And that's Bitcoin for you. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment. And I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.